Good morning, my friends. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, everybody. I'm Robbie from EnglishHarmony.com, and I'm still learning American phrases, and this is still the 50 American phrase acquisition mission. Today I'm on the phrase 27, but before we start discussing the phrase, let me tell you something. The moment I walked out of my work yesterday, I actually started longing to get back there, to get in the midst of it all. I started longing for all that action and all the duties and responsibilities that I have at work, and I basically can't wait to get back there. And obviously, everyone who knows me would call BS on that, because it's not true. And I'm not really sure if there is a single person on the planet who really, really longs to get back to work, because it's human nature. If we had a chance, we would all shirk work, right? If there were no consequences whatsoever. If you still got your paycheck and if you could get away with it completely and there'd be no repercussions, tell me honestly, my friend, wouldn't you shirk work? I think anybody would, because laziness is deeply ingrained within us, no matter what you say, no matter what you believe. I would call BS on anybody's claims that they really, really, really love their work and they basically can't wait to get back there. People might like their work, and I am not saying that I hate mine, I actually enjoy it when I'm there, and I'm getting into the rhythm, actually every morning I have to force myself just that tiny little bit, to go to work, because let's be honest with ourselves, guys, nobody likes going to work. It's the same as with going to school. All school children, given the choice, would rather stay at home and do other things than go to school. It's just nature of things. Same goes with work. We grow up, we become adults, we are paid to work, but we wouldn't expect anything less. It's kind of our birthright to exist on this planet and get paid. And everything else we do is kind of extra, And we have to go to work, we have to exert ourselves, and we'd rather not do it, giving it the choice, than do it, So I'd call BS on anybody's claims if they're saying that they basically would rather go to work than stay at home. Because I honestly believe that anybody, given the chance, given the opportunity, would rather stay at home and do something they want, because we all have our hobbies, our interests, or if we don't have anything, we'd rather zone out, lay on the couch, and hug the remote all day long, than go to work. That's human nature. Okay. I will admit that there is probably some super conscientious person who would rather be at work than stay at home. Maybe there is such a thing as a person who'd rather prefer going to work than stay at home, I can't speak on behalf, obviously, of the entire world's population, but by and large, I believe that if I'm saying that, I'd call BS on anyone who says that they'd rather be at work than at home. I would say that I wouldn't be wrong with that one, Well, obviously, different people have different circumstances, and probably some people would rather be out of their homes than stay at home, because some wives have abusive husbands, and some husbands might have abusive wives, and there might be some alcohol problem in house or drug abuse going on. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people would actually rather be outside their home environment than stay at home, because of all the problems and the mounting pressure and abuse and depression that is associated with being at home, But don't tell me that they would rather well, this is a tricky one, isn't it? I would say, yeah, probably those people would rather prefer be with some other people, socialize, and if it's the work environment that offers them that comfort and ability to at least enjoy some level of socialization they would probably prefer that, because they probably don't have anything better in their lives, But then again, giving the option not to do anything for anyone, not be at work and socialize with others, just participate in some social events, just hang out with friends, hang out with people in the town, whatever, sitting in a restaurant and sipping coffee. Wouldn't those people still prefer lazing around to being very active and working for someone else? It's a tricky one. I don't know. Maybe you would call BS on whatever I'm saying today. Maybe it's total BS what I'm talking now. But anyway, you got the drift. You got a clear picture of what the phrase to call BS on something means. And it means that you think that whatever that person says is total BS. And BS obviously stands for bullshit. Please don't be afraid of using the word BS. It's not that rude. Bullshit actually has nothing to do with shit as such. Bullshit is just nonsense. That's what it is, And if you're calling BS on something, then you can actually say that. I'm calling BS on that. I don't believe that. Well, obviously, you can't use this type of language and this type of phraseology in very formal situations. Let's say you're participating in your company's meeting and then someone brings their opinion to the table, and then when you are giving the chance to express your opinion, you're saying, no, I'd call total BS on that idea. I think it's completely unworkable, It's probably on occasion too formal for using this type of language. But when you're hanging out with your friends and your colleagues and speaking with people you speak with on a regular basis, I don't see any reason why you couldn't call BS on whatever they're saying you think is total BS. And obviously you wouldn't use that phrase with people you don't know well either, someone who started in your place only a couple of weeks ago, and then you've barely exchanged a couple of pleasantries with them. You can't go about calling their ideas and opinions BS, that would be a little bit inappropriate to say the least, it would be rude, to be honest with you guys. But by and large, when you're with people you're comfortable with, you can call BS on whatever they're saying you think is total nonsense or lies or untruthful information, or those people are being dishonest or whatever, you are told something you totally disagree with, and then you're saying, listen, I'd call BS on that. Okay, my friends, that's my 27th American English phrase. Today's Tuesday morning, and I'm really, really expectant, and I can't wait to get back to work. Of course, I'd call BS on that myself, because what I just said is total lies, and I would rather stay at home and keep recording videos like this and write articles for my blogs and do so many other things that I have on my plate. But unfortunately, I have my responsibilities, my duties, and I have to go to work. But don't worry, my friends, I'll get back to this tonight when I come home from work. I'll start recording another video, which I'm going to publish on the accentadventure.com blog, and things are going to go back to normal. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope that you learned something new for yourself, and at the very least, start using the phrase, I'd call BS on that in your conversations, self-practice sessions, and you'll feel that your American English and your general English and your fluency comes along just by a little bit every time you'll learn such and similar phrases. Okay, my friends, take care, bye-bye.